Hi everyone, and welcome back to Passage Principles with Pastor Pete. Today we're taking a look at Luke chapter 22, verses 9 through 12, which reads this. Peter and John said to him, "Where will you have us preparing?" Jesus said to them, "Behold, when you have entered the city, a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him into the house that he enters, and tell the master of the house, the teacher says to you, 'Where is the guest room where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' And he will show you a large upper room furnished. Prepare it there." In today's passage, Jesus tells his disciples, Peter and John, to go and prepare a place so that they can have the Passover meal together. This is going to be Jesus' final meal with his disciples. Now, at this time of year, Jerusalem would have been packed. It would have been extremely busy, and trying to find a place would have been difficult. Imagine trying to find a table on Valentine's Day for you and your wife when you haven't made reservations. The receptionist just looks at you and wonders why you didn't prepare beforehand. It's a busy day. Yet, here in today's story, Peter and John are tasked by Jesus to go and find a place. But Jesus in this passage gives Peter and John some very specific instructions. To go into the town, to follow a man with a water pitcher, to go into the house that he goes into, to speak to his master, and that the room would be ready and prepared already. Now this is key because Jesus is God in the flesh, and he knows all things, and his plans always work out. And this is key because Peter and John could have just ignored the words and the commands of Jesus, tried on their own to find a place, and failed miserably. But by having trust and obeying the words of Jesus, they were led directly to a place that was prepared for them. Everything was taken care of already. We have to understand that we as a people are limited in our vision of what God is doing. He sees the big picture, the big plan. We only are able to see little parts of it. So today's passage principle is simply this. We are called to follow God's plan that goes beyond our comprehension. Today, I want to challenge you to trust in God's plan and his instructions found in his word, to hold fast to them, to follow them all the way to the end, to believe in them. Because why? God's words will lead to life and to goodness, just as God said they would. While many of these commands might seem like the old way of doing things, or they might sound odd, or they're just difficult to do, God's ways are always better for us because God sees the bigger picture of what's going on, and he always knows just what to do.